Mike Leonard Insurance Agency has served the communities in the North Texas Metroplex area for over 40 years. We're an independent agency, which gives us the opportunity to shop among a number of larger, nationally known companies without sacrificing coverage. If you haven't shopped for better car or home insurance lately, give us a call or check out our website. You will be shocked at how much more your current company may be overcharging you. Mike Leonard Insurance. We're local, independent, and we're here for you.
Joined here with Gunter High School head coach Jake Fazell. Coach, if you'll introduce your 5 student athletes.
Yeah, we got Ashton Bennett, Ethan Sloan, Adam Reed, number 11 right here, Trey Walton, number 40, and Zach Boland, number 9.
Coach, just your initial thoughts on winning the title.
Well, I mean, my initial thoughts are just, unbelievably proud. You know, we started off the year and we knew we had a chance to have a really, really good team, and these guys, playing all the way to the state championship game last year, and they had it in their mind that they wanted to try to get back, and they knew what it took. And every year you got to restart your season in January, and it takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication and a lot of sacrifice. So just extremely proud of them. They made the decision that they were going to do what it took to get back here and earn that right, and they finished the job. So really proud of them.
Questions?
Coach, we talked about a 4-quarter, you got to go out there and complete all 4 quarters. You completely did that today from start to finish.
Yeah.
So just your overall thoughts on the way that they played, because that was just a dominant win for you guys.
Yeah, we played well in all 3 quarters, or all 3 phases of the game. There's no question about it. And, we were ready to go play for 4 quarters. Obviously we had some good control of the game at halftime. But we knew we were going to be kicking off to them in the 3rd quarter, and we challenged the kids at halftime. We've got to go out here, and this first 6 minutes of the 3rd quarter is going to be critical. We've got to get a stop on defense, get the ball back, drive it down, and we really felt like we could get in really good control if we were able to do that. And so we talked to them about winning the 3rd quarter and winning that first 6 minutes, and they went out and did that. And so really, really proud of them, and they went out on top.
If you could talk about the defense specifically, and then to the guys about just the effort you guys gave on defense.
Yeah.
Almost getting another shutout. I know that's disappointing for the playoffs to give up another late touchdown, it seems like. But just talk about what you guys were able to do defensively.
Yeah, we felt like we had a good plan going in. Our defensive coaches worked really, really hard this week and came up with a fantastic plan. So really proud of those guys, and these guys did a fantastic job of executing it. We knew we had to try to take away the running game and some of their seam shots. So, our kids, for the most part, executed that. Great. And so really proud of them.
I was going to say, it was awesome to see just 11 guys just playing as hard as they could and doing exactly what Coach told us to do, just very minimal mistakes. It was just a great team effort, I thought.
This is for any of the players. What did you learn from last year's trip to the state title game that you carried over to today and made sure that you did differently this year as opposed to what happened last year?
Practice, most important thing. Got to give effort every day, 100%. That's pretty much the main thing.
Just having that senior leadership, all the guys working together every day. Just going in 110%, doing what our coaches tell us to do, and just focusing on the game plan and just going out for the win every week.
Coach, I always say about you guys, you kind of remind me of like when you think college football, Alabama, Georgia. You don't rebuild, you reload. But just before you talk about next year, just these group of guys this year, this senior class, what have they meant to you, and what have they been able to do all season just to be able to accomplish it and finish it like this in the end? Yeah, well,
These guys, they won a state championship their freshman year. So going out and doing that and seeing what it takes, that's a huge accomplishment, and a bunch of these guys had a part in that. So knowing what it takes, and then the sophomore year, falling in the semifinals, and then last year getting the state championship, and of course Franklin getting the ring. There was definitely a hunger inside of them. I do believe every season is different, and every year is different. So I'm not a big believer in, going out and I guess I'm not a big believer in like revenge or anything like that, but I do think that, you know, there's a fire that was in their belly, and they went and put in the work every single day, and super proud of them.
Coach, it's been quite a fall for Gunter already. You know, the volleyball team wins state. So, did you get any inspiration from the volleyball team? You know, do what they were able to do.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about it. Our girls are unbelievable, and you know, we were there rooting them on the entire time. They would come to these boys' games and cheer them on from the stands, and we'd be there for them. These boys would be there for them. So to watch them and their dominant performance all year long, and then go finish it out like that, it was pretty inspiring. And we're excited for them and excited for these guys.
For any of the players, if you guys just want to talk about what it means to finish this off, go out with another championship.
It means
Guys in
everything.
the back can talk
Yeah.
too, yeah.
No, I mean, just putting in the work every day, all week. I mean, all year, all the way from January, just putting in, day out, doing what the coaches tell us to do, and then all the hard work, the early mornings and late nights, and all the practices. Just it feels really great just doing all that work and coming out on top. Yeah.
No doubt. Yeah, I'd just like to say, too, you know, we have an unbelievable community. Our parents, they sacrifice a lot, and they have high expectations of our kids. And then our teachers and our admin, you know, our school board, you know, everybody's on board. And that's not just for football. That's, you know, all of our athletic programs and all of our extracurricular programs. You know, our people are all in. Our teachers. I mean, it's just it's a community effort, and so, you know, there's a lot of shared. I know that this is these guys, they went out there and won it, but I think every single one of you tell them too that they're standing on the shoulder of giants, of a lot of people that helped them and paved the way for them.
Coach, you talk a little bit about having a big win like you did last week against Canadian, and having these guys kind of have to ratchet it back up, you know, 6 days later.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, we all know the kind of program Canadian has. You know, I think that how well coached they are, how hard their kids play. So we knew that we were going to have to bring our A game on that in that game, and so super proud of our kids getting it done. And you're right. I mean, it's a tough one because we were, you know, you always know that they're probably going to be there. So I mean, you got to be ready to play those guys, and you're going to have to bring your A game to try to beat them. But you know, we have a 24-hour rule, and it was strictly enforced. That's for dang sure. And we knew we had to turn the page quick because, you know, you've got a quick turnaround. You got to come play at 3 o'clock on a Thursday. So that's another thing too. I mean, I think these guys, you know, the end goal wasn't trying to make the state championship. We wanted to try to come here and win it, and you know, that's a credit to them.
Coach, you guys are used to, you know, big wins all year, but in all honesty, coming into this game, were you expecting a big win margin like this, or maybe a little bit closer?
No, I mean, you know, we're definitely, you know, we expected to have to grind one out, and I mean, we have a ton of respect for both their coaches and their players. I mean, you know, on video, they were mashing people and playing really, really good. So, you know, I think that we had some fortunate things, and we were able to kind of jump up, and all, like I said before, all 3 phases really played well. So we certainly weren't expecting that, but we'll take it.
Ethan, Ashton, y'all found some success in the running game today. Kind of what were y'all seeing on the field? What was the key kind of the success of y'all's rushing attack?
I think the biggest thing was the O-line was really getting after it today. They were, finishing blocks all over the field. It was just, they were playing, you know, really hard, and it was really easy, just run right behind them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got our triple option going pretty good there, and you know, anytime we can get that going, we feel really good. So, you know, getting that play rolling, and it kind of opens up a lot of other things for us. So, yep.
One more question.
Coach, it's really hard to reach the mountaintop once, let alone twice, and coming up just short last year. To get back to this point, how proud are you of this senior class for responding that way to coming so close but so short last season?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, like we said before, I mean, to get to this point, you have to put in the work. It's not something that just happens. And every year in January, you restart the whole thing over again. And just because we just did this right here, that means nothing for next year. We're going to have to go and make that decision again in January with a whole bunch of different guys. So, you know, you've got to. They knew what kind of work it took. I mean, obviously we got there and didn't get it done. But so they made that decision that they were going to sacrifice and they were going to do what it took, and that's a lot of hours. That's a lot of time away from, friends and girlfriends and family and things like that, and putting the work in. So, they made that decision, and that's why they're sitting here with gold medals around their neck.
All right. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thanks.